Hi, my name is Alyssa. I am a sexuality content creator. I also have a podcast about sex, dating, and relationships called Alyssa Explains It All. And I actually got my start on a Netflix show called The Circle. While I was on the show, I was an assistant to a somatic sex practitioner that was leaned into heavily while I was on the show.
She looks beautiful and is a kind reminder that we all have beautiful vaginas. Rule number 1 of The Circle, don't play too hard, too fast.
Yeah, watch me do my thing.
Actually, that's kind of a rule in the sex industry too.
And I realized how important my platform was going to be when it did come out. I'd already really fallen in love with this industry, and so I decided that this was where I wanted my future platform to be. I've been working on my certification as a sex coach with the Sexual Health Alliance for, it's over a year. Don't tell anybody that though. And I'm hoping I can continue to build my platform to be a safe place for people to explore and ask questions about their sexuality. In terms of upcoming projects, my podcast, Alyssa Explains It All, comes out every Tuesday on all podcast streaming apps. I also am always creating content for my Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. It's Alyssa Lube, L-J-U-B, a last name like Ljubicich, and a nickname like Lube. I feel like. Who could be surprised that this is where I'm at now? You know, it was just perfect. It was too perfect. I love reading, and I always am reading 2 books at the same time, so I can pick which one I'm feeling depending on my mood. So I am reading A Court of Thorns and Roses and How to Have Magnificent Sex. Of course, I have to recommend my own podcast, Alyssa Explains It All. Another friend whose name is also Alyssa, but I promise is not me, has a podcast called She Said What. You want one that's funny and not related to anything educational? There's a podcast called Who Shat at My Wedding. Trust me, it's so funny. The best sex advice I've ever gotten. Ask for what you are looking for, because people aren't mind readers, and if you don't tell them exactly what you like, there's no way for them to know for sure. Oh, okay. My favorite sex advice is 2 things. Wetter is better. The second one is if people are not craving any sex from a partner, especially a long-term partner, asking them if the sex that they're having is worth craving. That's not really advice, but it's something that I think people should keep in mind. We can easily fix that, but it makes sense that you're not craving it. Growing a sexuality-based business is challenging for many reasons, and if you're doing it on social media, the censorship on these platforms creates an especially difficult challenge. I have made some friends behind the scenes at Meta and TikTok, and so I do have some tips to share to help prevent us from being shadow banned or completely removed from these apps so we can continue to share all of the amazing knowledge we have to offer. The key takeaways of my presentation are how to stay in the good graces of all of these algorithms while still creating sex-related content, how to grow a following, maintain your views. One of the other key takeaways is how you can make money from these platforms. I'm here to clarify and discuss what has worked best for me and the best practices that I've learned from people behind the scenes. I am excited to share all this information because I have invested a lot of my time and energy in my corporate career and also in my own business online, learning about ways to best leverage these platforms. And so I'm looking forward to giving you advice on how to really take advantage of all of the tools that we have at our disposal. I'm so excited to speak with you all. I will see you at the summit.